Hey runners! Happy Monday, January 15th, and happy MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Day if you're celebrating with us on this Monday. And yeah, it is a chilly morning. It has been chilly here for the entire month of January. As expected, we're in Phoenix, but we still get our winter. It's a nice mix here in Phoenix for a couple months. We love it. In fact, we got down to freezing a couple times, which is not out of the you know out of the ordinary. It isn't unordinary, I guess. It does happen on average, about a week, maybe 2 weeks out of the winter. And so we have a little garden in our backyard, and so we had to cover that up. I've been covering the garden for the past maybe 8 days. We'll probably cover it for a couple more nights, and keeping the other sensitive plants and our piping or pipes covered up. Probably don't need to do that when it's down to 32. I know people say to do it as a precaution. If it gets down to like the 20s, then you definitely have to, but it doesn't hurt just to kind of wrap them up. So yeah, I like it. I've got my sweatshirt and I haven't showered yet for my run. A lazy Monday, I still got to go to the gym and work out, so I'm just trying to stay warm. But anyways, just wanted to catch you guys up and let you know, how things have been in the last 10 days or so since I posted a video. So this week, being off today, I figured, I might as well just get my speed work in. I felt good. Coming off a long run day on Saturday of 9 miles with a lot of hills. So I wanted to do that, so I did. I'll kind of take you back first to last week, what I did, as far as my weekly miles. And just to let you know, I've got what am I training for? Maybe you might be asking. I've got a 5K race coming up on the 27th. And then the following Sunday is going to be the Pancake Run, which is put on by a local running shop and running group, the Runner's Den. I believe it's the oldest running store in Phoenix. And this year I'm doing the double stack. I may have mentioned that before. What is a double stack? It's when you do the 10K and the 5K, and the 10K race is first, followed by the 5K race. So I've never done the double stack. I've always just raced 5K or 10K. I figured this year let's do that. Run the 10K hard, make that my race, and then 5K, see what I've got in the tank. I'll have a little bit of time, maybe I'm guessing at least a half hour, 45 minutes before I have to race a 5K. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun event. So let's take a look at this past week, or last week I should say, from the 8th to the 14th. My week starts for me. I like to start on a Monday and end on a Sunday. So I also did a 4x1K speed workout on Monday. Actually, looking at it, my speed workouts have been on Mondays the last 3 weeks. Just happened to be on that day because I was off work, or like a holiday, a New Year's Day. So I just sprinkle in some speed work, push it up a few days. But yeah, I did 4x1K at 5K pace. So my 5K pace is roughly about 7:55. Just a tick under 8. I'd love to get down to 7:45 or faster, but that's where it's been lately. And it was a good run. I did that in 7:53, 7:48, 7:55, and 7:51. So yeah, the average was around 7:51. So yep, right on. So good workout. I actually did that. It was on my lunch break. So it was about 11:30, quarter till 12. It was 49 degrees. I'm just reading my notes, and breezy. I remember that day. It was definitely a little bit cool with the breeze, but felt good. with full sun. That was on Monday, and then I did some strength training at home. Just did the legs. Got some dumbbells, so I did that. Next run was Wednesday the 10th. I ran with one of my athletes that I used to coach. We're good friends, and we've been running a little bit here, kind of helping her out. Someone to run with in the mornings, and she's been crushing it. So I ran with her on Wednesday. Most of the paces for her was like 9:25, 9:16, although they were a little bit quicker on the shorter runs. For me, that's not an easy run, but then it's not a hard run. It's it's just a tick harder than an easy run. So it was actually good for me to do that. And then I ran a mile after that as well. So that day I put in 5.4 miles. And then an easy run on Thursday with Wendy, who our neighbor a couple streets down. She's a runner, and we usually run on Thursdays. Just easy run. So that was good. I know it was chilly in the morning. I mean, we were averaging in the low 30s, mid 30s for a run. So I need to get more winter clothes, if you will. I don't really have much in the way of like winter clothing. So maybe I'll pick up an extra one here, especially for next year. But I wore my running pants, which I don't run too often, but I did since it was pretty cold and I was doing an easy run, so might as well stay a little bit warm. And then my long run that I like to do, I call it my long run because it's longer than my other runs. For me, my long run on Saturday was 9 miles, and that was a solid run. The temperature on that day was 33. So a couple days ago, got out there about 6:30 in the morning, and I specifically wanted to do hills because it's been a while since I've done hills for my long run days. I've been just pretty much going out at the flat routes, a couple miles down the road. Really great for speed workouts or just kind of getting in that zone and just staying and cruising at it. So I wanted to get some hills because I've got a little bit of hills coming up in a race in March, and plus it never hurts to train hills even if your race is flat. Believe me, doing hill workouts is great. Working on form. So I did that, and this particular route, there are 3 hills with one good uphill climb, the longest of them. But the first hill is a nice gradual uphill heading west on Chandler Boulevard. If you go east, it's about 11%, 10-11% grade. I rarely ever go that direction, and it's tough. But heading west, you're breathing a little bit hard. Heading down on that 10-11% grade, you're flying. So you have to really be careful, make sure that you get your your arms and legs in sync, and just good footing, because for me, I was running in the mid 7s, 720s, something like that. So I was moving for me down that hill. And then after that, straight shot, and then another gradual downhill, and then uphill, and then the last uphill is about 1.3 miles up desert foothills, and it's 1.3. But the nice thing about it is it's kind of broken up into 3, I don't want to say sections, but you go up a little bit, and then you go over to the right slightly, and then you bank against the left, and it's a straight shot, which I like. If it was 1.3 miles straight up, just mentally, trying to vision getting through it, all you see is just a hill straight ahead of you. So with a couple little curves or turns, it's nice that it breaks it up. So that I did well. That hill, my focus was just run on effort. In the past, I might try to run the hills really fast and hard, but then I'd pay for it when I get up to the top because I'm, just exhausted and I can't hit the downs quick. and my watch is pretty accurate with the heart rate. I was looking at it and it said about 145 to 150, 151. And I was checking my pulse here on the carotid, and it was in line. So I knew, okay, this is good. I felt good. I wasn't like exhausted, but I wasn't feeling like this is an easy run. So I kept it there, and that pace was 10:02, which is good. That's like an easy run pace for me, but I was going up a hill, so challenging. When I got to the top there's a trailhead. It has bathrooms, a couple water fountains, and filtered water. Really nice area they have. So I stopped for about maybe a minute, 40 seconds or so, 40 seconds to a minute. Got something to drink, and then went down the hill. And I was getting some good speed there. It's a nice long downhill, and then finished up my run. So that was my long run on Saturday. I did that in about an hour 23:33 at a average of 9:10, 9:11. So that was my Saturday run, and then I just capped it off with a nice 1.6 mile run. A little odd distance, but that got me to like 25.2. I just want to make sure that I did get over that 25 mile mark. So a good week, 25 miles, and the following or week before that was 24 for the first full week in January. And so I've been running between 23 to 25 for the last 3 weeks, feeling good. Like I said, I've got a race coming up on the 27th. It's a 5K, followed by my double stack the following week. And then in early March, a week after that double stack run, I will do the 15K, which is just over 9 miles, and that has some hills in it. So yeah, I'm excited. Not real high mileage, 25 miles right now, 5 days a week with a long run and a speed workout. I'm feeling good. And then as far as today, to kick things off, for the first of the week, I did the 2x2 mile at 10K goal pace race, which for me, I'm looking at roughly 8:10 a mile. And then I did that over at Lakewood, which is a neighborhood about 3 miles or so from our house. It's nice. It's a 2.5 mile loop. It has a little bit of climb, not too bad, and then a little downhill. So if you do one full loop, it's honest. You get some uphill, you get some downhill, you get some flats. And so I did that. My first set of 2 miles came in at 8:06 and 8:05. I didn't feel like I was feeling great. I felt like I was working. Definitely like an RPE, or a rate of perceived exertion, around an 8, which is about what I expect. And then after that, I took a 5-minute recovery, just an easy jog. I did stop for about 20 seconds or so, caught my breath, and then I got into my recovery, and then I started up again and ran 8:07 and an 8:02. So I was a little quicker on the second mile for each set, and the second set was a little bit quicker by a couple seconds. I did feel like I had to fight for it the last half mile, 3/4 of a mile on that second set, on that last mile, but I got through it, and I felt good about it. And I feel good about where I'm at. I'm not feeling any major pains, although I did wake up with a little soreness in my left ankle. I'm not sure why. But other than that, feeling good. And going to hit the gym here today, this morning, and then probably go over to our community pool that we have and hit the jacuzzi there for a little bit. So, that's kind of what my week looked like last week and the start of this week. The remainder of the week, I will be, doing an easy run. I'll take tomorrow off, do a easy run Wednesday. Might do some hills Thursday morning. We'll see. I usually run with Wendy, see if she's up for that. Just do a couple. We got a nice hill about a mile or so from here, so it'll be a nice little warm up and do the hills. And then looking at doing about 8 miles or so on Saturday before our race the week after that. So that's about it. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you have any races that you recently did or you're training for, let me know down in the comments below. And I certainly appreciate you watching this video and making it all the way to the end. Be safe out there and have a great week, guys. Take care. Bye.